Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Ika is here with another DIY video. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to change engine oil in your 6th Gen Camaro with a V6 engine. So that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I said, guys, I'm going to show you how to change engine oil in your 6th Gen Camaro, and in this video I'm going to work on my 2017 50th anniversary Chevy Camaro convertible. So first thing first, what we need to do for this car or any other vehicle, we need to determine what type of engine oil do we need and what is the capacity of it. And the best thing to do that is of course to use the owner's manual, but if for some reason you do not have it, you always can Google that information. On most GM vehicles 2011 and up, you need to use full synthetic engine oils, which is Texas approved. What is Texas? Texas is the engine oil specification which is designed by GM powertrain engineers specifically for GM engines, which helps to increase fuel efficiency and also extend the engine lifetime. And the engine oil capacity for this particular car is 5.5 quarts. Now we know the engine oil type and we know the oil capacity. So let's move on and see all required tools for this process. So the tools which are required to change the oil in your vehicle is a car jack or a ramps. In my case, I'm going to use these Reno ramps, and they will help me to do this process much easier and faster, since they will help me to avoid jack up the car. I use these ramps for a while now and they are working just perfect. So next what we will need is some container to drain engine oil. So I'm going to use this oil container which can hold up to 16 quarts, which is perfect since, as we know already, oil capacity is only 5.5 quarts. So next what we will need is 15mm socket to loosen oil drain plug. And of course, let's not forget about safety. We will need to use a gloves, and the reason why we need to use the gloves is because engine oil contains chemicals which may cause skin cancer. So it's much better to stay on the safe side and use the gloves. And the last thing which we will need is of course engine oil itself. I'm a big fan of Mobil 1 brand. I'm using this brand for a while now and it is always works just perfect for me. And as you can see, I have Mobil 1 engine oil and Mobil 1 oil filter here. In case if someone wants to use the same combination, here is the model number for oil filter. It is M1212A. And as you remember, I mentioned the Texas specification before, and as you can see, this oil is Texas approved. So now we pretty much know oil type for this car, oil capacity, we know all necessary tools to change the oil in 6th Gen Camaro with a V6 engine. So we're pretty much good to go to start changing the oil on this beauty. As you can see, the car is sitting on the ramps now, but let's do another safety move and use the wheel chocks, even though the car is in parking and I have my parking brake on still. It's better to stay on the safe side. And let's put the car jacks, the jack stands under the car as well, just in case. Here's the really good point for it, in case if these ramps fail, I still have something to hold the car. So safety wise, everything is ready and the car is ready for oil change. So first, what we need to do is let's pop up the hood. Okay, and we will need to remove the oil cap, and as you can see, Texas, it says even on top of the oil cap. Okay, now we need to go under the car, find oil plug and loosen it, and also we need to find the oil filter location. So let's check everything really quick. Okay, what's going on here? So as you can see, the oil drain plug is right here, and right next to it is oil filter. And another safety tip which I forgot to mention about is always make sure that the oil is not hot, because if the oil is hot you may burn your skin really badly. So if you just came from work, from your trip or whatever, let your car to cool down first and then start oil change process. A lot of times oil filter you can loosen with your hands, but sometimes some mechanics tighten really badly, so for that you will need this tool, which is super cheap. It's around 10 bucks in almost any of auto store, or you can order it even cheaper online. Yeah, I forgot to mention about this one, so sorry guys. Okay, let's start to loosen oil drain now. So guys, as you can see, engine oil is fully drained, and I removed the oil filter. Unfortunately, whoever installed this oil filter tightened it very badly. I had to use a lot of force to loosen it, which is not good. Never over tight the oil filter, it's really bad for your car. That being said, next what I'm going to do, I'm just going to clean the area to make sure that everything is nice and clean, no oil stains, nothing. Then I'm going to install new oil filter and put a drain plug back to the oil pan. Everything is done here, as you can see, and as you saw, I did not use any kind of tool to tighten oil filter, because the strength of your hand is pretty much enough to tighten the oil filter. Because trust me, you don't want to break anything here, neither drain plug, never over tight it, and neither
the connector which holds oil filter, because if you break it you will get in a lot of trouble. So never over tight neither plug neither oil filter. Okay, so as we can see, this step is done as well. So next what we need to do is just to add oil in the engine. For now I'm going to use only 5 quarts and check the level of the oil, and afterwards, if it's necessary, I will add the rest. Another thing, guys, is always make sure that these sealant rings are in good shape. One is on the oil cap and the second is on drain plug. If you see any cracks or if it's damaged, it's always good to replace them.
Here we go, we have brand new oil in the engine, and there's 2 more things that you need to know. First, whenever you finish the oil change, you need to level the car and check level of the oil. If the level seems fine, let your car sit for a while. It's better to wait till morning, and in the morning check the level one more time and add oil if it's needed.
And another thing to know is don't throw away this can, and the reason why, because you will use this can for 2 reasons. First, of course, is to drain your used oil and take it to your local auto store for recycle. But another thing is you can use this can to measure capacity of oil which you just drained from your engine, to see if the engine burns oil or not.
So that's it for today, guys. I hope you find this video useful, and if so, please like, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.